is Granny Maggie from Granny Magic, as always, honoring your magic. And I'm here today because I want to introduce the Minor Arcana. We're finally getting to move on and forward with our tarot class, and we've covered everything, all 22 cards of the Major Arcana, which are the main archetypes. They're the big landmarks in life that we travel through. And the supporting cast are the 56 cards of the Minor Arcana. They correlate very closely to our decks of 52 playing cards. And if you're reading playing cards, essentially you're reading the Minor Arcana. Now, the Minor Arcana has 4 suits, and it has cups. Here we see the 2 of cups. It has swords, pentacles, which used to be gold coins, and of course, wands. Each one of these has 10 numbered cards and 4 court cards: page, knight, queen, and king. And we'll go over all of this in more detail. But just to give you the setup of how this works. Now, the cups, they're associated with the element of water. So they introduce us to things with emotions, relationships, intuition. In readings, they point to our feelings, our connections with others, and of course with ourselves. And in readings, pentacles are linked to the element of earth. And they deal with the material day-to-day aspects of our life, such as work, finances, health. They have to do with stability, practicality. They're the ins and outs of our daily lives. The swords represent intellect, thoughts, communication, and some people say conflict. I don't view them quite that way, but they certainly are cutting edge. And so swords often introduce challenges into a reading. And the last suit is wands. They are the element of fire. They're what burn in your gut: creativity, passion, time to take action on something. They're what inspires you, what pushes you to pursue the goals that you have. And you'll notice they are numbered. Here I'm showing you the 2s. And that's because originally the Minor Arcana just had pips like playing cards. They did not have illustrations like this, giving them nuanced meanings. So when you're reading Minor Arcana, numerology is more significant than it is in the Major Arcana. And for example, when you see an ace, you know it has to do with fresh starts, new beginnings. 10s are closing of chapters, endings, something being fulfilled or completed. And the court cards, they're a little bit different. I didn't pull one of those out, but the court cards represent typical, here's the Knight of Pentacles, for example. Court cards can represent people in your life, personality traits, or energies. So pages, for example, are youthful curiosity, and they tend to bring us messages. And knights, like this knight, they tend to be in pursuit of something. They're going to find something and bring it back. They're taking action. And the different knights have very different energies portrayed in their horses. And it gives you insights into that knight's personality and way of interacting. This is slow and steady. It's pentacles. It's earth. Queens embody nurturing and emotion, and kings represent authority and the mastery of whatever that suit represents. So the thing about Minor Arcana is they're more the fortune-telling sort of aspects in a reading. Major Arcana is that dominant influence. And then in relation to that, the Minor Arcana give you the day-to-day highlights of how that's impacting your life. So it's really interesting to see how they come together. And we're going to work a little more with that as we move forward with this. But the main thing to know is that the minor arcana is that nitty gritty. It's the hows, the wheres, the whys as you move from the major arcana cards. They're very highly significant. If you get a reading that has lots of minor arcana and sometimes one or no major arcana cards, it shows you're caught up in details and minutiae right now. You're not making any major steps or changes in your life. Interestingly, if you get a reading with very few minor arcana and lots of major arcana, that's a reading in which things are happening and shifting rapidly. There's a lot going on at a major scale. So we're going to go suit by suit and look at the minor arcana and what they can tell you in a reading in relation to the major arcana. If you would like to each day draw one or two minor arcana cards, that's kind of a fun way to see how the minor arcana shows up the energy in daily life. So I will be back and we will be launching the minor arcana. Many blessings. Thanks for hanging in there.